So I was debanked by Santander here in the UK, and it made me really think about how we should protect ourselves when investing in crypto. So let's get into the best ways to protect ourselves when off-ramping out of crypto into fiat. Let's do it. So a few weeks back, I found myself being debanked by Santander, and I did a video and it was pretty successful, and there was a lot of people that were saying they were having the same issues as I had just had. Now, when you're investing in crypto, you don't tend to think as the biggest risks being, your off-ramp into fiat, right? You don't tend to think about your, traditional banking system as being the biggest risk in crypto. And I think at the moment it is one of the biggest risks in crypto. Lots of banks are making it very difficult for people to onboard, to get involved in investing in cryptocurrency. They're putting limits. They're just restricting it completely, depending on where you are in the world and what bank you're with. But when you actually off-ramp into your bank, there are some really big risks, as I found out the hard way being debanked by Santander. And I'm very big on making sure, community people, outside of my experience don't have to experience anything negative like this in the future. So I wanted to put this video together to walk through different ways we can basically off-ramp safely, but also cover some of the things that perhaps a lot of people don't consider as a risk when it comes to looking to take profits in the crypto space. So we're going to dig into all of that stuff. If you enjoy this video, please support the channel. Give this video a share, like the video as well, will help with the algorithm, and subscribe so you keep up to date with all the latest crypto content. But first of all, what I would say is we need to make sure that we have plenty of exchanges that we can access during a bull market. Now, why do I talk about this? Well, in a bull market, if you haven't been around before, exchanges tend to freeze. And when I say freeze, what I mean by this is you go to move your crypto onto X exchange, and all of a sudden it's not up on the internet, and it's unobtainable to be able to get online, to be able to get the wallet address, to be able to send that crypto to that exchange. And look, my suspicions are that some of these big exchanges are prioritizing like their bigger clients and letting their bigger clients get out. And whilst they're getting out, the price is going down, right? Because they're big clients. I don't know that this is factually happening, but it is a feeling that I get. It just seems a bit of a coincidence that no one, with big money that seems to be off-ramping at the peaks of these bull runs seem to have any problems. But, us scummy retail investors, we can't seem to access the websites to do it. So I think it's important to have many different exchanges set up, tried and tested, ready for when you do want to take profits, somewhere near the peak of the bull run. So the first one that I want to talk about here is Swissborg. I think Swissborg is a really good platform for on and off ramping in and out of crypto. And I think that it's one that, you should definitely start to use. It's not accessible in all countries, but it is in the vast majority of countries. And what I like about this one is it's when you off ramp into say a bank account, it doesn't look like it's a crypto exchange, so the banks are probably not going to be too worried about the transactions off of this platform. So yeah, at least as it stands now, as I kind of view it. Now, we do have affiliate links for all of these exchanges in the description of this video. So if you want to support the channel, use one of the links. There are some 𝗕𝗀𝘰 bonuses for signing up with these links on some of them. So, probably worth using the links in the description. The next one is OKX, another great exchange, in my opinion. Again, you might not necessarily be able to on and off ramp depending on what country you're in, or or access some of these, but I wanted to give a good variety of exchanges here. Again, affiliate link in the description. BitGet, another channel favorite here. Again, good off and off ramps depending on where you are in the world. Again, and this is why we say, do join all of the exchanges, and see whether you can on and off ramp, and do all of those tests before the bull market really takes hold. We got 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘, another one that seems to be very, very well received and liked. Again, affiliate link in the description. And then Bybit, again, become more restrictive recently, but again, another favorite of people on within the community. We've also got BingX, again, another exchange that's up and coming, and a lot of people are raving about it. But look, we should probably be looking at the next step of how you get off of these exchanges and into your banks safely. Now, I was debanked from Santander. Now, to give you a bit of more of information about why this is, this was because of some transactions of me onboarding to Coinbase, which got flagged back in 2020. But because Santander are such a bad bank, in my opinion, who recently had, I think, £190 million fine for not knowing their customers well enough, and anti-money laundering failings and stuff like that. So what they've been doing is they've been going back through the information of the customers. They didn't like the Coinbase transactions, which I think was about 13 grand over a period of 6 years. Now, what I would say, that 13 grand over a period of 6 years, that could have been anybody's bank account. It could be your bank account. It could, as much as it could be mine. Now, I'm in a position where I can have that bank account closed, frozen, whatever. It doesn't really affect my finances in any shape or form. Others might have mortgages, loans, and stuff like that. And could you afford for all of those to be closed down and need to pay for all of that money up front? Probably not. And that's why this is so important. Now, what I would suggest, the best route would be to have like an internet bank of some sort as like a middleman. So you go to from the exchange to your internet bank, from your internet bank to your actual brick and mortars bank. That's how I would suggest doing it. It's not what I did, and I think had I done it that way, I would probably have been in a much better position, and this probably wouldn't have happened. I probably wouldn't have been debanked by Santander. And why do I say this? Because there was 60-odd thousand pounds worth coming from one of my bank accounts into Santander, 13,000 going out of my Santander account to Coinbase. I had about 30-odd thousand pounds worth of Amazon, orders and stuff like that over that 6-year period. And what I would say is they weren't interested in looking at the transactions on my Amazon account. They weren't interested in the transactions from my other brick and mortars bank that was the vast majority of the money that went in and out of that bank account over that period. All they were interested in was the Coinbase transactions, and that was really interesting because HMRC have got all of that information. I don't really understand why Santander also needed it. It's none of their goddamn business. But look, this is why I think having this middle bank position is the best way to go. So what banks would I recommend? Well, Revolut is one that I think would be a great middle bank. So you would transfer from the exchange to Revolut, and then from Revolut to, say, Santander, and Santander are just going to see that Revolut have transferred money to Santander, and it'll be your name, your account, your account. So I think that becomes less of an issue for Santander, for example, in this example. Monzo, again, another one. I think, again, a fantastic, middle bank. I wouldn't use Wise. I'm told that Wise is not crypto friendly, and you don't really want to transfer and end up getting into any bother with Wise. So, these are the two that I would pick. The other one, I can't stand PayPal, but Coinbase is another exchange which you could sign up to, and you could off-ramp through PayPal. The reason why I mention this one, but I don't like it, is because I also use PayPal to off-ramp from Coinbase into my Santander account, and the agent on the phone knew exactly what was going on. He knew that PayPal was linked to Coinbase, and he knew, seeing the £13,000 worth of money going into Coinbase, he put two and two together, and he damn well knew that that money was coming from Coinbase to PayPal to the bank. They just needed me to confirm it, but they knew it. So I would probably stay away from this one. And look, do you even really want to off-ramp all of your crypto into your brick and mortars bank? Maybe not. And that is why I bring up a new channel sponsor that we've got, and that is Plutus. Now, Plutus is a card where you can top it up. You can earn crypto with it. So you might want to put some Plutus on your card and then spend it. So and earn up to 8% in rewards. So look, I think that this is really useful and really beneficial. Again, we've got a link for Plutus in the description of the video. You will get $20 worth of credit if you use the link in the description of the video, and it is an affiliate link. Now, I think that this is a very useful video for a risk that a lot of people don't talk about, and for me is a lesson learned that I would like people to learn from the mistake that I made, so you don't have to go through the rigmarole that I have been through. And I will be following up with like the recordings of the phone calls. I've got a wad of paper like this big, talking about the fact that the rationale, like it was a financial crimes kind of put on the paperwork and stuff like this. There's no criminal activity going on. I run a legitimate business, and I invest in cryptocurrency like probably most of you watching. So if it can happen to me, it can happen to you, is kind of the message. Don't get yourself debanked investing in cryptocurrency when there are simple mitigations that you can put in place to reduce the risk. So I hope this was useful. I hope people took something from it. Please share the living hell out of this video. Let's keep as many people safe in the space as possible. If you're with Santander, leave them. They're the most scummiest bank ever. They told me that they wanted to ask all these questions to get to know the customer better, and I thought that was a really good thing. But to see the paperwork saying financial crime, they lied to me. They considered me a criminal, and I really don't like how companies go about their business in this way. So look, if you're with Santander, you're running a risk of being debanked, and they're a criminal organization in my opinion. Just look at the fact that they've just paid £190 million fine not so long ago, I think the end of 2023, for not knowing their customers, not preventing money laundering and all that wonderful stuff. And not only that, they've also been supporting money laundering from Iran as well. So look, there's an awful lot of reasons not to be banking with Santander. All publicized, all public. These are my opinions. You do you, I'll do me. But yeah, share the living hell out of this video, and let's support people in this crypto space. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.